Huh?
That's a lot better. Look at that. It's busting no claw, it's better. Alright, I think we can go now. That'll go through your deal. See, it's such fine, it's not big flakes. It's just fine grit. I think that'll go right out your nozzles.
So you're saying leave this off?
Take this one out, yeah.
Huh?
I'd leave that one off, just long story short. I believe you can go and get through. The worst can happen is the nozzle stop up, right?
You're gonna have 86 stop up. Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. It is February the 1st and a little chilly start this morning, but we're getting Mark on the road. He is headed to Lounsboro with the J&M rolling basket where James is up there disking with the speed till. Unfortunately, I'll explain it when I get up there, but we're gonna have to make a second pass with his rolling basket to get the field as smooth as we want it. I'll show y'all when we get up there. But that's what we're doing. James will be up there disking. Mark's gonna be running the rolling basket. And I'm still trying to decide on the strainers. Those two strainers are the ones that go in my rogator. If you watched the video from yesterday, one of them is stopping up. I'll just show you. This is my main strainers on my rogator. This one right here, for some reason, is the first one it goes to. It's staying really clean. If y'all can see in there, I hadn't washed it at all. So this is the first one it goes through. Usually, this is the one that stops up. But this is the second one. See all the black stuff in there? Not really sure why it's choking up. Thinking about either putting some Easy Mix in there to help everything mix together, which I've already got a surfactant in there. But anyway, I'm either going to put that in there or I'm either going to leave that second strainer off. Dad said leave the second strainer off, which I'm thinking about doing. Hopefully I can get this stuff out and get finished with the wheat. So y'all sit back and enjoy. We're going to head to Lounsboro first, and then we'll be going to Blackwood Bend. Alright, just made it up here to Lounsboro, and I kind of explained what we got going on for 2022 up here on this farm. Half of this farm last year was soybeans, right here in front of us. All this was soybeans, and if you can see over there, I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, where James is plowing over here, that was corn last year. But in 2022, all of this is going to be in cotton, the whole farm at Lounsboro. So this was left fairly smooth. So we're gonna leave this, do nothing to it, just leave it no-till, plant cotton right into this. Of course, we'll spray it, burn down the weeds and stuff, but basically nothing, no tillage work will be done on this part of the farm. But over here where James is disking and stuff, I'll show you, but that's where we had the corn, and it was left a little bit rough. We were just afraid we were not gonna get the right emergence of the cotton, trying to do a no-till on the corn stalks. So that is why we're doing the tillage work on the corn stalks, to get that land over there as smooth as we can get it, so we have perfect seed emergence on the cotton. We do not want seed emergence to be a factor starting off the season up here. The reason we're bringing Mark's machine up here with the J&M rolling basket, because the Case Speed Till is just not leaving it perfect like we want it. It's still leaving it a little bit cloddy, but I think the reason is we've had all these rush of winter weeds and stuff, and you combine that with all the corn trash and stuff that was left from last year. It's just gonna have to be gone over twice. There's no way around it. But I'll kind of show you what the dirt looks like. So here's what we got. This ground is getting pretty dry out here on this farm, but it's just leaving like little clods like this. It's just not breaking that up quite like we want to. See all that winter weed roots that are holding all that together? That's the whole problem. See these winter weeds? It's just the roots are just keeping these clods together.
Are holding the drag up in the front. They need to be lowered. It barely, the tips of the things barely touching.
If you go too low in soft dirt, you'll be choking up all the way across there. It's where it chokes up. You don't want them doing too much. If you get in soft dirt, that's where they choke up. Now, we can let them down some. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lower this. These kind of help drag and hit clods and stuff. They got those chains, you can lower it to different heights, but like I was telling Dad, one thing you gotta watch, I've run into this a lot, if you were in some soft dirt where it's been disked really deep, those drags will drag dirt out in front of this plow, and that's where it'll ball up and choke up with dirt. But they probably can go a little bit lower because the ground we're in is not very soft, so we can get them to do some more busting up clods. But all in all, that's pretty good right there. This is before the rolling basket. And this is after. I'd say that's pretty smooth.
Could have gone one more.
Huh?
Might could have gone one more.
You want to go down one? You gonna do 1 on 8 until it looks like?
That front bar wasn't far from the ground, was it?
Well, I think we're gonna go down 1 more chain link. Dad is just not quite happy enough with the drags. He wants them doing as much as we can, so we're gonna push the limit. Probably be okay. Like I said, this is real shallow tillage work right here. So I think we're gonna drop 1 of them down to 8. We'll see how it looks, but I guarantee you we'll be dropping the rest of them down. He wants to go 1 more. We're just gonna try 1 on the end, right?
No, I'm gonna go all the way across.
You going all the way across?
Going all the way across.
Told you.
I said, that looks a lot better. I hadn't seen anything look that good yet.
I think it is time to get the drone in the air before we head to Blackwell's Bend. Well, I found a half a jug of Easy Mix. So we'll have to run by Nutrien and get the rest of it. And then we'll get on down to Blackwell's Bend. Let's see if we can get some Easy Mix. Okay guys, we've arrived at Blackwell's Bend and I'll tell you what we're gonna do first. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put these 2 strainers in. Well, let me back up. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put in the Easy Mix. We're gonna pour it in the Rogator because yesterday I could not finish because we were choking up so bad. So I've still got 400 gallons left in the tank. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank up the Rogator, put the Easy Mix in, and just get it stirring without the strainers in it. So it's just gonna recycle and stir back in the tank. And then I'll cut it off. We'll take these two caps off right here. Take that one off, that's where that strainer goes. Right there. And then we'll take that cap off, and that's where that strainer goes. So, once again, these are exact same mesh strainers. They're completely identical. So I have the same one there and the same one there. And then I'll turn it back on, turn the pump on and stir, and we'll go try to get these 400 gallons out, and hopefully that will work. And if that works, then we'll stick with the same thing on the next fill up. We'll put the Easy Mix in, and also we'll do the Harmony in the bucket of water. But hopefully what I'm doing on this next load will solve the problem, and we can get all of it out and we'll be done. That's the goal. Okay guys, so far we're okay. Here's my pump pressure is on 46, and nozzle pressure is on 44. Long as those stay pretty close together, then we're not getting choked up. But I'm only on round number 1. I just went from that telephone pole down to that end. Now we're making a long pass, but right now it looks okay. Oh man, my pump pressure is starting to run away. My pump pressure is going up. It's on about 62, 64 psi. My nozzle's staying around 44. So now we're at 65, 42. Golly, even though it's spraying, I'm afraid we're starting to get choked up. So here's where we are. I was able to get that 400 gallons out, even though it was started choking up my strainer right there at the end. But anyway, I got it out, got the tank empty, got everything drained, so we're gonna start out fresh. The bad part is I gotta take off the strainers again, take them back out of there, and we'll take a look at them and see how bad they are. But I guarantee you that one, I know that at least the back one is gonna be, or the second one is gonna be choked up. But we'll pull it out, take a look at it, get them cleaned up, and hopefully not get too much stuff on us. So that was one, and that was what was down in the bottom of the cup right there. Just real gravelly type, little small, hard type little, looks like cracked up, like if you took some seashells and just cracked them up as small as you could. That's what that looks like. That's the most I've seen in this one, in strainer number 1, but that's what came out of it. All right, we'll get that washed up with the water over there. Strainer number 2, it was starting to get the black stuff all in the inside of the strainer, but this type of material is is real fine. It's not as coarse as that other right there. This is just really fine, small black grit is what was starting to choke up in this one. The sprayer was not completely choked up. My pump pressure was it was hanging around 70, and my nozzle pressure was at 40, so it was getting worse and worse. So it was going to be completely choked up like it was yesterday if I had more material to put out. So that was what was in this. See, this is just real fine. So that's where we are. Hopefully the little things we're gonna do on this next load, I think I've only got to do 50 acres. That's all I got to put out, and then we are done. So cross our fingers, get all this done right, properly, get it loaded up in the machine, and hopefully we'll get it put out without any issues. We are filled up. Everything went okay. So everything looks good so far. I'm stirring my tank, pulling out my booms. But we've got one more problem. We were guessing at how many acres were left, and basically I've got enough to do about 55 acres, and unfortunately the 18-wheeler tanker trailer, we have nothing left in it. No more 28005. I thought I had enough, just, you know, me and Dad were kind of guessing, got enough to finish. So if this tank does not finish the wheat, I don't know if I have enough time to run back to Nutrien with the 18-wheeler and get some more, because Dad is taking one of the 8320 tractors with the Landau disc. He's taking it to some new land that we're going to lease. So he's headed over there, getting a tractor set up, and going to start plowing this afternoon, so I don't have his help. So we'll find out. Hopefully I got enough, but if I don't, I'm going to be rushing with the 18-wheeler across town, get some fertilizer, come back, try to finish this thing up. So let's see what happens. I just wanted to take a peek inside the tank before I run out, see what it looks like down in there. It's got a little foam layer on it, but I could have added some defoamer in there, but it's not very thick. But I think we're going to be good. The pressure is doing fine. The only thing I could have added was a little defoamer. Well, it looks like the strainers are going to stay unchoked. We'll know when we get to the very end. It's going to be very close, but I think we're going to have just a few gallons extra when we get through. But that's okay. I can deal with that. So anyway, let's wrap up this video, guys. Well guys, that is going to be it for the video. I cannot believe it, but everything worked out at the end of the day. We did not run out of fertilizer. The strainer did not choke up, so we'll give the credit to the Easy Mix, putting the Easy Mix in with the fertilizer before any chemical, and also putting the Harmony in a bucket of water, diluting it down before you pour it in. So we'll give credit to those two things because we put out 750 gallons on that last load, and strainers are completely clean. So we got a few more things to knock out before we end the day, but we're going to let y'all go. We're at the end of the video. Do not forget to hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. That helps out our channel. We really appreciate it when you do that. And smash that subscribe button. And we'll catch y'all on the next one, guys. We are out.